can stop mithering, Wayne. I've told you I've got no left till payday. Well, if you want to cut pictures, you'll have to pay yourself. I can't sit down and print pound notes, can I? Listen, just come round tonight and we'll watch the telly. Yeah, my mum and dad will be out. I said we'll watch the telly. Now buzz off, I'm busy. Try.
I gather your social life has ground to a halt due to lack of financial support.
Honestly, Elsie, he's daft, is Wayne. He knows I get paid on Fridays, and he knows today is Thursday. Where does he think I'm going to get £4 from the day before payday?
Hasn't he got any money left?
Oh, he runs out of money by Tuesday. If I could just sell this bag my auntie gave me, I could pay for us gut pictures. But I've shown it to everybody and nobody wants it.
Well, wouldn't your auntie be offended if she knew you'd sold it? After all, it was a gift.
Nah, she'll only give it me because she don't like it herself. She's always buying something new, my Auntie Kath, and then when she gets it home, she decides she don't like it. She gave me Mum a pair of red shoes the other month. They've got stiletto wheels and little spotted bows on front. You should see them, they're dead common. They look great on the man.
Must be nice to be able to afford mistakes. I wouldn't buy a pair of shoes that didn't go with at least 3 outfits.
Hey, Stanley, how about buying your wife a present?
You're daft. It's not Christmas, is it?
You don't have to wait till Christmas to buy her a present.
Well, if I started buying her presents when it wasn't either Christmas or her birthday, she'd suspect all sorts of things.
Oh, go on, buy this handbag. I'm selling it cheap. It's a real bargain.
She's got a handbag.
No, you can't have too many handbags.
Looks like you have.
You owe the petty cash £2, Stanley. Could I have it now, please?
Oh, I can wait till tomorrow, can't it? I've got 76 pence, 2 paper clips and a one-arm bandit token.
Stanley, I balance the petty cash in on the first Thursday of every month. That means I balance it today. And without the £2 you owe it won't balance.
I'll give you an IOU. Now, that's the best I can do.
The petty cash tin isn't a money-lending service, you know.
Oh, well, it's not the shrine of St. Ignatius Paola either, so you don't have to worship it.
Balancing the petty cash tin is one of the worst jobs that I have to do. People are very lax about it. I shall have to tighten up.
Oh, well, if you get any tighter, you strangle yourself.
There's £16.32p here.
Well, it's better off than me.
According to my receipts, there should be £19.58p, and I'm taking into account the personal loan to Stanley Crabtree.
Well, lock the building. Call a CID, nobody move. £3, let's go on walkabout.
It might be a big joke to you, Stanley. It's just an aggravation to me.
Why don't you go and work for the Inland Revenue, Elsie? I mean, you've got the right temperament for it.
Sharon, there's £16 lying on my desk. Keep an eye on it for me while I'm gone, will you?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah, she's a bit spiky today. Is anything wrong?
Perhaps she's got a headache.
What, during the daytime?
Me? Put money on horses?
Oh, Clarence says it can't lose. It's a certainty.
The only certainty I can see is that your Clarence will end up just as skint as he's always been.
Ah, well, don't say I never told you. You don't get tips like this every day.
Gambling fever, that's what you've got. Gambling fever. It'll only lead to trouble.
Hey, oh, Pike, what's the score for today, then?
Our Clarence reckons we'll clean up if we do a 4-horse accumulator.
You'd be better off cleaning up with a bucket and mop.
Take no notice of her. Women don't know naught about racing.
I know that all the bookies are better off than you.
Clever clogs.
Hey, I'm looking for you two. What have we got for today, then?
That depends on how much courage you have, Stanley.
Courage?
Ike is talking about accumulators now.
Our Clarence reckons...
Accumulators now, that's a bit dicey, isn't it?
Is he take? Now, look, I've got 4 dead certs marked off here. Now, if we just put £1 each
I haven't got a pound. I'm skint.
Ah, yeah, 'cause like, I've got yesterday's winnings here. £5 each from A. Park.
Hey, my lovely 4-legged friend.
Oh. How does he do it? I mean, how does your Clarence pick a winner?
Mathematical equations.
Mathematical equations? Your Clarence can't add up to 12 without taking his shoes and socks off. And then he gets it wrong.
Thanks, Burrell. Wayne said colour really suited me. I'm going to buy one when I get paid. So what's your new boyfriend called, then?
Shane.
And where did you meet him?
In the betting shop.
You go in there?
I make out a few quid on sometimes. I went in to pick up his winnings. He always shares it if I pick it up. If he picks it up, he don't bother.
Oh, I've seen some real horrible blokes hanging round there.
Well, Shane's quite nice looking, really. Well, if you squint a bit.
Is he going to get a gum shield, in case your Mick finds out?
Oh, he don't know who I am. Told him I was called Michelle.
Does he know you're married?
Does he, Eck? He thinks I'm an hairdresser.
An hairdresser? Looking like that?
What's wrong with me?
Well, you could be, I suppose. They do practice on one another, don't they, hairdressers?
I couldn't tell him I was a packer. He's an executive.
What sort of executive?
I don't know. Just an executive.
Executives don't live round here.
I hope he doesn't live round here. Going to pictures with him tomorrow night. Mick's wrestling in Bury. He won't be home before midnight.
Why don't you leave Mick, Beryl?
Because he'd find me, Sharon, and rearrange my face. We're wrestling all over country. He's got mates everywhere. He said he'd find me, even if I went to Australia.
Well, you could disguise yourself as a kangaroo.
I don't think I want to live the rest of my life disguised as a kangaroo.
Hello. It's only me.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Tibbet.
No, well, I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Oh, no. Beryl's just decided not to become a kangaroo.
Oh, yes. Well, you know what's best for yourself, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I'll hop off now.
Ta-ra, Beryl.
I was suddenly in the mood last night.
You what?
The muse came upon me.
Are you feeling all right now?
No, I had this urge to write. Life's like that for us poets.
Yeah, it would be.
I wrote 4, so I brought them in.
Great.
Now, let me see where... Oh, look at me jam paw. Oh, it must have been in the bottom. Ooh, I should have remembered that before I put the potatoes on top of it.
Oh, it's guaranteed to squash a jam puff, is that?
Well, that's funny. They're not here.
Oh, dear. What a shame.
Oh, I've remembered now. I put them in here. Oh, I must clear this stuff out. Oh, isn't it awful, the things you carry in your handbag?
It's awful what you carry in yours. What's in that?
Oh, my mother's top teeth. No, she broke them on a piece of treacle toffee and I'm just taking them to be mended.
Oh, get them off me desk.
Oh, it's all right. I've washed them.
I don't care. Get them off me desk. They give me creeps.
Oh, we are. Here's me poem.
Ace, and you'd better move that stuff off Elsie's desk. She don't like people going anywhere near her things.
Hey, they took me hours to write them. Do you think Mr. Blake'll like 'em?
Yeah.
Hey, I like the get well one best. Now, what do you think?
I've heard you're feeling rather down. Your usual smile is now a frown. The days seem long, the nights seem cold, but now a secret I'll unfold. We want to see you smile again, so come on now, let's bury that pain.
Yes, I think that'd cheer anybody up, don't you?
Let's bury that pain. Well, if they don't get better, you could always use it on a wreath.
Ivy, just the person I want. Have you got any petty cash receipts you've forgotten to give me?
I haven't had any petty cash off you since that £3 you gave me for the new plugs and the oven cleaner.
Oh, it does waste my time, this petty cash.
Do you want your coffee while you're here?
Oh, yes, I might as well.
Hey, did you get that 2-piece you saw in town?
Oh, no, I changed my mind.
Oh, I thought you said it suited you.
Oh, it did. It was lovely. A beautiful shade of blue and piping round the collar. You don't get that sort of finish very often these days.
Why did you change your mind, then?
Well, I discussed it with Roland last night.
I see.
We've just paid the rates and the guttering needs repairing, so I felt it might be a bit extravagant. Well, Roland thought it might be a bit extravagant.
They always do.
Although he didn't seem to think it was extravagant when he bought a cassette player for the car last week.
Oh, aye. Men can afford out they want. It's just what you want they can't afford.
Well, it's not as though I'm frivolous with money, Ivy. It's a long time since I've bought myself anything nice. I look in my wardrobe and I see a museum in the making.
Money causes more trouble in marriages than out else.
No, Ivy, the lack of it causes more trouble than anything else.
If this accumulator comes up today, our Clarence reckons we should bung the whole lot on Arctic night in the 3 o'clock at Kempton Park tomorrow.
You are joking. If this lot comes up today, I'm retiring.
Luke, you can put your share on Arctic night tomorrow, Ike, but mine will be in me pocket.
By heck, is this gambling school still in progress?
Our Clarence knows what he's talking about.
Oh, your Clarence knows what he's talking about, but I'm damned if anybody else can figure it out.
Luke, forget it, Ike. I mean, it'd be a miracle if this lot comes up today. I won't be pushing me luck any further.
Me neither.
It'll all end in tears.
What on earth's going on in here?
Gambling fever. They've all got gambling fever.
Now, listen here. You've both given me £1 each, right? Now, if this comes up, we could collect 240 quid.
How much? much.
And if it doesn't, you'll all be £1 worse off.
Oh, well, I'm not standing around here telling you lot how to get rich. You'll have to make up your own mind.
Wait, there's something funny going on here.
There's somewhat balmy going on here.
I left £16 on this desk. There's only 11 now.
What?
£5 is missing.
Well, don't look at me. It's got nothing to do with me.
Well, I just said you gave him £1, Stanley. You didn't have £1 half an hour ago.
Yeah, but that was me winnings from yesterday.
Oh, yes?
That's true, Elsie.
Oh, Sharon, have you seen anybody go near this desk?
Well, everybody's been near it, I suppose.
Well, what do you mean, everybody?
Well, Beryl's been in, and Mrs. Tibbet, Uncle Tommy.
Hey, just a minute.
Stanley, Ivy, Ike.
Oi! Don't you go accusing me. I'm not under suspicion.
Well, everybody's under suspicion when money disappears, Ike, even you.
Did you hear that? That's inflammation of character, that is. I could sue you for that inflammation of character.
And then I saw Mrs. Gibbons in the butcher's and she was asking after you. I told her you was feeling poorly. It's under the vet, I said. Well, she was very sorry to hear about that. But I told her you were taking Tibbs powders and they seemed to be bucking you up a bit. Oh, Percy, what's this? A £5 note stuck on my jam puff. Where's that come from? It's not mine. I haven't got £5. Well, it's a mystery, is this?
Is that the order for Accrington?
It is, Stanley. 2,000 birthday cards. Every one of them going to remind some poor devil that life is passing him by.
Hey! We've done it! First one's just come in, 2 to 1.
Fantastic.
Second one's already off.
Do you think that Clarence really does know what he's talking about?
I don't know, Stanley. I've known their Clarence since he was a lad. He's always been a right wally.
But he gave us a winner yesterday, though, didn't he? And another one now.
He can't be working it out himself. Though, mind you, he's never been the sort to let sheer ignorance stop him being an expert at something.
Hey! Second one's just come in, 5 to 2.
Goodbye, Heck.
I don't know if I can stand the strain of this, Stanley. I might have to have a drop of tonic wine.
Sharon, you know that handbag your auntie gave you?
What about it?
Do you still want to sell it?
Well, it don't go without I've got.
Have you still got it here?
Oh, yeah, it's here.
I saw a pair of shoes at dinner time, the dead same colour. I fancy a new pair of shoes and a matching bag, you know, to go out with Shane.
You fancy buying it then? £7.
7? Oh, come on, kid. I can't afford 7. Not if I'm going to buy the shoes as well.
Oh, well, it's worth 7, Beryl.
I'll give you 6 for it, eh?
Well,
Go on, you'll never use it, will you?
all right, go on, you can have it for 6. I'll just give Wayne a ring. I can go out now.
Look, I've only got 5. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the other £1 tomorrow, eh?
You better.
I will, honest.
Yeah.
See you, kid.
Try.
Hey, Michelle's going to look dead smart tomorrow night.
Come on, answer it. Hello, Wayne. Aye, it's me. Listen, we can go to pictures tonight. Yeah, I've managed to get my hands on a £5. Right, OK. I'll see you later then. Ta-ra.
Oh, no.
What's up with you? You look as if you've been thumped in the face with a wet kipper.
I feel as though I have.
It's not that money that's still worrying you, is it?
Yes.
Now look, I don't want to cast nasturtiums on folks. But gambling can lead to degradation and crime. It's a well-known fact.
I think I know where the money's gone, Ivy.
Oh, proper little Miss Marple, aren't you?
Has Jim Blake been asking for me this afternoon yet?
No.
Hey up, I'm among you.
Great. I'm dying for a cup of tea. I don't know where Elsie is.
I've just seen her. I think she's in the lab.
It's a funny day today, isn't it?
It's Thursday. Thursdays are always funny.
Stanley. Third one's just romped home, 5-1.
Oh, good heavens. How much does that mean we've got going on the last one?
I try not to let myself think about it. It's too much for my nervous disposition.
No good'll come of it. You mark my words. No good'll come of it. Horse racing killed me, Uncle Arthur.
How could horse racing kill him?
He got knocked down by a bus on his way to Aintree.
Sometimes, Sharon, I think you and me are the only two sane people in this building. And you're a bit daft.
Hey, I'm not daft enough to put my hard-earned money on horses.
If Jim Blake wants me, I'm just checking these proofs over with Tommy, okay?
You're listening to racing, you mean?
Look, you mind your business and I'll mind mine.
It's a funny day today.
Sharon,
Yeah?
about this missing money.
Yeah, it's odd that, isn't it? I can't think what could have happened to it.
I shouldn't have left it lying on the desk. Normally I wouldn't, but I had things on my mind this morning. To tell you the truth, I was a bit annoyed.
About Stanley.
Stanley?
Not giving you the £2 for the petty cash.
No, about a little disagreement I had with Roland last night over something I wanted to buy. But the point is, it was a great temptation just lying there like that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I know life can seem difficult sometimes. Unfair even when you just can't make ends meet.
Yeah, you're right. There's that many ends not meeting round here. We should start a Lonely Ends Club.
You see, there's stealing and stealing.
What do you mean?
Well, there's premeditated theft. Like when someone breaks into someone's house, for example.
Burglary.
Right. And then there's unpremeditated theft. Such as when someone sees some money lying around and just sort of borrows it, meaning to pay it back as soon as they can.
You think somebody just borrowed it then?
Well, let's say I'd be prepared to believe that if whoever took it confided in me.
Oh, I wonder who it could have been.
What I'm trying to say is, it would be forgivable if it were admitted and repayment made tomorrow when the wages are handed out. I mean, under those circumstances, I wouldn't have to tell Mr. Blake.
No, you wouldn't have to bother him with it, would you?
No. You see, once he knows, there's no saying what he'd do.
Do you think he might sack whoever did it?
It's very possible.
Oh, I wonder who it was.
Do you think whoever borrowed it might be too embarrassed to admit it?
Probably.
Might be rather sorry, perhaps. Might be wishing they hadn't succumbed to temptation.
They might be.
Because if whoever took it was really sorry and had learned a lesson from it and replaced it, then it could all be forgotten, couldn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
And never mentioned again.
Yeah.
I'm just going to the ladies, Sharon. Now, if by any chance the money should be returned while I'm gone, we could just forget the entire business ever happened, couldn't we?
Yeah. Elsie, are you all right?
All right, what do you mean?
Well, you've only just been to Lav. I wondered if you'd got runs or something.
No, Sharon, I haven't got the runs.
It's a dead funny day today.
Coming towards the last furlong, and it's still Roger's Girl going well in the lead. Stonehaven coming up into third place behind Golden Sands with Prince Howell trailing fourth. Richmond Lass moving up on the outside, but it's still Roger's Girl leading. Stonehaven moves into second with Golden Sands dropping back, but it's still Roger's Girl. Roger's Girl holding on. It's Roger's Girl by a nick. Stonehaven second, Golden Sands third, Prince Howell fourth, then Richmond Lass. Good run, that.
By heck, he's done it.
Hey, it's too much for me, this. It's raising me blood pressure.
4 winners in a row. 4 damned winners.
What did I tell you? Our Clarence knows what he's talking about. Now, about Arctic Night tomorrow.
So it hasn't been replaced then?
No, nobody's been in. Hey, do you think I should have gone out as well?
Sharon, are you sure there's nothing you want to tell me?
No, I can't think of anything. Oh, Mr. Blake said he might be out tomorrow afternoon. I can't think of anything else.
Well, I don't mean that, Sharon. I mean, is there anything you'd like to tell me about the money?
The money? The money? You think I took it?
I know it's not been easy for you, Sharon, with your father continuously out of work and your mother not earning very much.
I didn't take it. I've never pinched out in my life, me.
Well, I'm sure you didn't mean to steal.
Steal? Me? I don't steal things. I'm not a thief. You can't say things like that about me. I never touched the rotten money.
Hey, guess what's happened?
I know what's happened. I've just been called a thief. Just because we live on that council estate, you think you can treat me like dirt, don't you? Well, you can't. I've never done out I'm ashamed of me. I thought you were my friend, Elsie. But you're not, are you? The first time something was missing, I'm blamed straight away. Well, I'm going home, and you can tell Mr. Blake I'm not feeling well.
No, Sharon, now wait a minute.
I'm going home.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, shut up, Stanley.
Fine, fine.
Hiya, Elsie. Do you know where Sharon is?
Oh, she's gone home.
Gone home? It's the middle of the afternoon. Is something wrong?
She wasn't feeling very well.
Well, what's up with her? She was all right half an hour ago.
But I really don't know, Beryl. Perhaps she's got a headache or something.
I'll keep the money till tomorrow, then.
What money?
Oh, I bought that bag off her. You know, that one her auntie gave her. I only had a £5 on me, so I said I'd owe her the rest, but I've just found one of them daft pound coins in the bottom of my purse.
You gave her £5 this afternoon?
Yeah?
Oh, my godfathers!
What? What's the matter? Aren't you feeling well either? I hope it's not catching.
Sharon.
Go away.
I'm sorry, I really am. I know you didn't take that money. It was all a misunderstanding.
I used to go to Sunday school, me. I never even picked wood for a bonfire when other kids were ripping up fences like it would waste paper.
But you see, I overheard you say that you'd managed to get your hands on £5.
And all that business about going to ladies, so whoever took it could put it back. That were all a big game for me, wasn't it?
Well, it was all I could think of to avoid embarrassment.
Oh, embarrassment? And supposing you come back and found it on the floor or something? You just spent the rest of your life thinking I took it and put it there.
Yes, I suppose you're right, Sharon. That would have been awful.
But what you care?
I do care. We don't just work together, you and me. We're friends. I made a very silly mistake.
Yeah, you're dead right there.
I know how hurtful it is when people misjudge you, especially people who ought to know better, people you trust. I know that very well because of what happened to me.
What were you accused of then? Grievous bodily harm? Possessing an offensive umbrella?
There was a girl in our class at school, Sandra Bristow she was called. She was a real troublemaker. She lived on that council. She lived behind the council offices. And she took a fancy to a bracelet that one of the other girls wore. It was nothing valuable, just a cheap plastic one. But Sandra didn't have a lot of taste. Well, anyway, one day she stole it. And when it was reported missing, the teacher searched our desks. Well, there it was, large as life.
In the desk?
No, Sharon, in mine.
What happened?
Well, I got the blame, of course. I was so shocked that they could think I'd stolen it that I didn't even bother to deny it. I got sent to the headmistress and was given a good talking to. I was put in detention and had to clean the blackboard for a week.
And what about this Sandra? What's her name?
Well, I decided to get my own back on her. I lay in wait for her behind a corner, and when she came by, I swung my satchel at her.
Did you knock her out?
Not exactly. She ducked. I fell flat on my face in a puddle and got my school Burberry soaked from top to bottom. My mother was furious.
Well, Percy, I've asked everybody I can think of. I've been back to the butcher's and the cake shop. I've even been back to my mother's and I can't have picked it up there. The only other place I went to this morning... Percy, I must have picked it up off Mrs. Beecroft's desk. Oh, she will think I'm a dream, won't she? I'll take it back first thing in the morning, eh?
I've never heard out like yesterday. All winners. I'm blowed if I know how our Clarence does it.
Me neither. When they were handing out brains, your Clarence was hiding behind the door.
Here, Ike, I heard all about your big win yesterday.
Oh?
You taking us all out for a drink, then?
How do you know?
Well, factory knows. I wish you'd tell me how to do it. I could use a few extra quid a week.
You best talk to their Clarence.
Who's their Clarence?
Our Clarence.
He seems to spend half his life outside the betting shop.
Ah, it's not just the horses.
What do you mean?
He's after a girl called Michelle.
Your Clarence? Clarence? And him engaged to Iris Bracegirdle for 15 years?
Oh, he's a false devil, is our Clarence. He's told this girl he's called Shane.
Shane?
Here! I think I know this Michelle. Is she an hairdresser?
I said she were.
She's dead rich.
Rich?
You know what she did a few months ago? No. She set some bloke up in his own business and it didn't cost him a penny. And you know why? Because the first time he took her out, he bought her a bottle of champagne.
Champagne?
She said she liked his style. He could be onto a good thing, your Clarence, if he plays his cards right.
Aye. I'll tell him that. I'll bet she'll be on to another bottle of champagne, this Michelle.
Aye, I bet she will.
I expect it will simply remain a mystery.
Yeah, one of the world's unsolved crimes. The case of the missing £5 note.
Hello. Can I come in?
I think you're already in, Mrs. Tibbet. What is it today? Another surge of deathless prose?
Oh, no. I've come to ask if you've lost a £5. £5? Yes. I found it stuck to me jam puff when I got back home yesterday. Well, I've asked everybody else and nobody claims it.
Oh, it's mine, Mrs. Tibbet, definitely. Well, when I say mine, it belongs to the office petty cash.
All right, well, there you are, then.
Oh, thank you. Oh, still sticky.
Yes, I was puzzled when I got back home yesterday. I was saying to Percy, oh, did I tell you Percy's not been very well? He's very the best. Oh, thank you so much for bringing the very much. No, he's taking to...
Percy's better soon.
Oh, thank you very much. And
yes, bye. Ivy, I just got the racing page. You're not thinking of having a flutter, are you?
Oh, of course not. I was just looking at this. Ike's persuaded Tommy and Stanley to put all yesterday's winnings on this horse here, Arctic Night. Says when it comes in, they'll be rolling in money.
Well, they're pushing their luck a bit, aren't they?
Aye. They. Look at that.
That's a bit of a coincidence.
Now, if I was a person that put money on horses...
Which, of course, you're not.
Oh, never held with gambling myself. But if I did...
You'd say that was a sort of gift horse.
A sign from above, like.
An omen, almost.
That's it. An omen.
Arctic Night is still in the lead from Poison Ivy. Into the last furlong, and Arctic Night seems to be flagging. Poison Ivy is gaining with every stride, and moving up from fourth place is Tea Lady. And what an effort she's making. She's left in place for the and Tea is getting up. Arctic Night still just in front, but Tea Lady has now joined issue. It's Arctic Night and Tea Lady neck and neck. Can she do it? She can! At the line, it's Tea Lady just, but it's Tea Lady first. Arctic Night second, Poison Ivy third, Fisher's Pride...
£240 we had in her hands, Stanley, and we let it go.
I've never been closer to tears in my life.
Who'd have thought it'd win, that thing? Tea Lady.
Are you doing anything special this weekend, Elsie?
I thought I'd go and try on that two-piece, Ivy. I can afford it now.
And I think I'll treat myself to a new overall.